Mayfield isn't a rookie anymore. What's different about him? What do you see in the second year Mayfield as opposed to the rookie Mayfield?
Well, I think his understanding of protections and coverages, and I think everything. Like I said before, it's a continuous process with the quarterbacks. Baker's no different. There's going to be things that he wants to get better at 15 years from now, and he's going to retire one day and still wished he had gotten better at something. So it's a never-ending process, and he's going to continue to get better.
Describe the difference between a year ago when Tyrod Taylor was the number one and you were finding your way as a rookie, and what's in your head right now as a team leader?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different, position and mentality-wise, being the vocal guy here now, and it's a big difference from now to last year. But it's a great difference, to be able to be that guy that people are looking at, during OTAs and during meetings and stuff like that. That's important to me.
Baker, what's the value in having Jarvis out there, whether he's practicing or not?
Just leadership-wise, he was the veteran guy in our receiver room last year for a pretty young group, and just him being around most of those guys going into year two, they all look up to him, and then also you add in Odell. It's just a combination of people looking up to him. So I think a leadership role is very important to him, and he knows that, and that's why he's out here.
Were you able to imagine the possibilities when you were throwing the ball to Odell and seeing, I don't think Jarvis practiced yesterday, but just Antonio and Odell, were you looking around yesterday thinking, wow, this could be something really cool?
Yeah, no, it's kind of like what we said, back when the trade happened. It's kind of pick your poison now. We got some pretty good talent all around, tight ends, running backs, receivers, and then going in with the same offensive line. It's just we got a good team now. It's what are we going to do with it?
What's your overview of how the running game might evolve?
I think we still need to be able to run it, in our division when we have to. Mentality-wise, it's a tough division. Yeah, people are talking about our receivers and tight ends, but we got to be able to run the ball, short yardage in cold weather, all the stuff like that. And so it's pretty important, and I'm hoping, everybody kind of overshadowing and not talking about the running backs kind of pisses them off.
How
You flustered?
No. How, with Todd Monken's help, will the offense change? Do you know kind of like what the end product is supposed to look like?
No, we don't know what the end product is looking like. That's why we're doing stuff right now to try and find our identity, trying to find out what we're going to be like, who we're going to be as a team, and that's the great part about it. We don't have to know right now. We don't have to know, who exactly is going to be playing, who's going to be making the certain plays, or what routes they're going to be best at. That's what we're trying to find out right now.
You said you're still trying to figure out your identity, but have you already started to see the difference in this roster in terms of it being a better roster?
Absolutely, and I think the most exciting thing is it's competitive. Going up against the defense now and doing the voluntary minicamp, we got a lot of talent, and so just like I said, trying to find out who we are. But it's fun to go compete against those guys every day.
Besides the obvious change in role from last year to this year, what do you think is the biggest change within yourself?
I think, eliminating the rookie mistakes. I think that the change within me is taking ownership of, all right, yeah, there's some things that I haven't seen before, some disguises, some, game plans and different ways to study that, I hadn't done before, taking a first time through that last year, but now I need to take that next step and, that's all wiped behind me and move forward and get better.
What do you want out of him in terms of leadership?
I want him to keep being himself.